Good evening. My name is Kirsten McCormick. I am a Young Living Platinum, and this evening I want to show you how to use one of my favorite resources. And this book is used specifically for emotional support and release. And just ignore those kids and that dog in the background. My family and I actually travel full-time in a school bus that's been converted to a tiny home, and so today we're stopped in Idaho. We're camping, and my kids are playing in that little stream behind me. The book we're going to talk about is Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. It's by Carolyn Mine. You can pick it up on Amazon or at discoverlsp.org. Fantastic resource. So let me show you how it works. Basically, it has several different charts. In the beginning, it explains how the releasing of emotional patterns works. But then there's some charts in here that you can begin using right away. So you can either look up an oil you have and see what emotions it deals with, or you can look up an emotion that you're dealing with and see what oil to use. Okay? So what I did is I pulled out my lemon oil, and I was like, okay, well, what can I use lemon oil for? Or maybe you did a scan and lemon oil came up. So I'm going to look up lemon oil in the book. And so I start with the charts that have the oil on this side. And I can look here, and it lists lemon oil and tells me all the different emotions that lemon oil could potentially be used for. Being left behind, entitlement, fear of detachment, feelings of emptiness, frustration, life being unreliable, sadness, and feeling stuck. Okay, so I'm going to just choose, just for the sake of showing you guys how this works, I'm going to choose frustration. Because at some point or another, we all feel frustrated, and that is one that's a really important emotion to be able to release quickly and in a healthy way so that it doesn't build up, because it can lead to resentment, and that's definitely not something we want. So I'm going to switch over to a different chart, and I'm going to look up the emotion of frustration. So I look over here in this other chart and find frustration right here. And beside it, it tells me the other side of frustration is accomplishment, and getting that thing done. Because a lot of times frustration is when we have an expectation and it doesn't happen. And then the way out, which is an affirmation that you can say as you're applying the oil. If you're more comfortable, you can pray it. But either way, the wording is, I move beyond my limitations. And then you take the lemon, and it tells you the alarm point on your body that you can apply it to. In this case, it's the common bile duct. Well, what's the common bile duct? Then it tells you which charts in the back are going to have a picture of where you can apply it. So in this case, it says chart C or chart H. So I'm going to flip to the back of my book, and I'm going to look for chart C or chart H. So here's chart C. Okay, and it has a picture of the body, so this is going to make it really easy to find. And I just scan down here, and I'm looking for common bile duct. Okay, so the common bile duct is right here, and it shows me a little dot of where it is, and then I can locate that on my body. And it's about, for me, it's about right here. So that's where I'm going to apply that oil, and I'm going to say the way out, which is, I move beyond my limitations. And it's important to remember that just like if you had a vitamin deficiency, taking a vitamin one time is not going to fix that problem. Emotional healing is like physical healing in that it takes time. It takes building new patterns. And with emotion, especially with emotions, is we have these negative thought processes that have repeated themselves again and again and again, and formed patterns in our minds, and we're trying to release those patterns. And so this is something that you'd want to do on a daily, multi-times a day basis if it's an emotion that you're really struggling with. That's why this book is such an amazing tool, and I highly recommend you pick up a copy, because it's going to show you how to use not only the emotional blends, the things that you think of like joy and peace and calming and valor and build your dream and believe, all of those wonderful emotional oils. It'll tell you how to use those, but also some of the ordinary everyday oils like lemon and lavender and peppermint and thieves and digize. They all have emotional uses too. And when you start digging into that, it's a fantastic new world of possibilities of the things that you can use to support your body. I hope you have a wonderful evening and that this has been helpful to you.